Alright, welcome back to Gran Turismo 3. This time, we are starting the final two leagues, starting with the Polyphony Digital Cup. For the hardcore fan, all the peak races from each series. And normal car only, this means you can't use a race car, but I have the GT1 road car, which is basically a race car. For all intents and purposes, it is in fact a race car, and winner take all. So, let's begin. Now, this tournament will more than likely take 3 to 4 hours, give or take. I know this first race here, I practiced it with the Jaguar road car, which is significantly slower than the vehicle I'm driving. But if this is the first race in the tournament, then yeah, I'm thinking this is going to be, I'm thinking this tournament will be like 3 to 4 hours. Because I could skip at least 2 races. Come on, don't you dare spin out on me. Yo, Gabriel. Good to see you here today. As you see, I just started. And I will point out that off screen I bought, I think, every kind of tire I would want for this car. I'm pretty sure I'm using super soft tires at the moment. Using super soft, or not soft, hard. Sorry, hard is the one that has the increased durability for worse performance. But anyway, if I ever get to a point where I make one pit stop, I'm upgrading my tires to better performance. Now, I will point out here that this car is definitely notably faster than the Jaguar that I was going to use. And normal tuning only means no upgrades, so I can't use turbo level 4, unfortunately. I will also mention that every single race in this tournament is filled with reverse tracks, meaning you just do the track backwards. So no test course on this tournament. No, well, not that we'd be seeing Monte Carlo anyway, but no Monte Carlo, aka Monaco, in this tournament. I'm going to go to third person for a bit because I'm tired of hearing these squishy, squeaky noises whenever this car goes up or down a gear. Whoa. Car does like to drift a bit. watching Elden Ring. Is it hard like Dark Souls? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a pretty sure Elden Ring is a FromSoft game. It does have the same exact sound effect. Well, not all exact same sound effects, but I can tell the sound effects when I hear them. And the animations look about exactly the same as Dark Souls. So yeah, it's in the same cloth. There is only one tournament prize from this that I am willing to accept. That is for those of you keeping track, it is the 094S. That is the only prize car that I am interested in this tournament. The others are all vehicles that either that I have already won and or that you can already purchase, and thus I have no interest in. Also, let's see. 9.7 miles roughly. So that times 5. 39 miles on this track. That change oil light will probably pop on. The change oil light will more than likely pop on during the 4th or 5th race, if I had to make a guess. Code Veronica for PS4 is good, have better graphics? No. I think the PS4 version literally just is the PS2 version on an emulator, which is unfortunate. I would unironically recommend getting it for Xbox One/Series X. I believe that version is not the PS2 version, but emulated if you were to get it at all. Or get it on PS3. The PS3 version is a different version, meaning it actually has better graphics. Or alternatively, you could download a ROM of like the GameCube version and play it at Dolphin with properly upscaled graphics. I would say purchase it on 360 possibly as well, but that you can't do that anymore. tested this off screen with the Jaguar. I don't know if I was able to lap anyone more than once. And here I'm doing it less than 8 laps in. Although I may have had better competition at the time too, meaning that the cars were better. Look at these poor performance tires of the opponents. They're making pit stops already, and I'm still in the yellow. But we will find out if I have to upgrade my performance. Because, I will do this with the fewest number of pit stops possible, but also I'm not driving around on red tires the whole race. Well, for long periods of time. And there's a very, well, I was going to say very real chance, but no. I'm guaranteed to finish this game this week. Whether the next stream will be tomorrow or Tuesday, I'm not sure. I kind of want to do it tomorrow, actually, and wrap this game up. But this game will definitely be finished by the end of, well, before this week is over. 20 miles. Don't have interest in Tony Hawk 1-2 Remake? Not really, no. Is that the ones that are coming out? I saw there were Tony Hawk games coming out, but is it actually the remakes of 1 and 2? Either way, no, I don't really have interest in it. I played a demo of one of them when I was younger, and I played Tony Hawk Underground 1 and 2 when I was younger. I tried replaying the first one a number of years back, and I just didn't have that much interest in it, to be honest. It was one of those childhood gems. I feel that's one of those childhood gems that was great for the time when you were a kid, but it's not nearly as good as you remember if you play it as an adult. Also, those games do have quite a bit of copyrighted music in it, so I would definitely have to mute it all. And speaking of muting, when I'm done with this race, oh my god. Okay, when I'm done with this race, I'm gonna turn off race sound effects, so I don't have to hear this squishing noise that this car constantly makes. Whoa. Yeah, of course. Not that good. I mean, it's too slow. I wouldn't be able to comment on Pro Skater 4. Get out of the way. Have I looked in the percentage of this game, I assume? No, I haven't checked that in a while. I imagine once I'm done with this tournament, it'll be 80 to 85%. I really don't know how much the arcade races contribute to that. And including the last time trial I've yet to do. Sky is good. I wouldn't be able to tell you that one. I've heard it was disappointing, but that was a long time ago. I don't know if they may have patched that or not. You'd have... Not that I think reviews are like a giveaway if something's good or not, but I've only heard that it's mediocre. I did have interest in trying it back in the day. Hold on one sec. But at the time, I didn't have anything that could run the game properly, so I missed the boat there. PS4. No, I didn't. I was unaware that there was one. Actually, I take that back. I think I did see one listed on the list of like PlayStation games that I might have interest in. I have not watched it though. I know nothing about it. Now, one game I do know about and I have interest in playing is, we've mentioned this before, the PS2 Van Helsing game, which I will in fact start recording that sometime this week. Maybe even tonight after I'm done with this stream. Uploads of that are going to start on Friday. And I do remember as a youngster, not knowing about New Game Plus. So there'll be some stuff there that I've not actually seen. It will indeed be an LP. I'll be right back. I need to go to the bathroom. Okay. So to answer your question about what new game I'll stream, I am not going to think about that right now. Right now, I have to, before I start anything new, I have to finish my stream series of the Flame Knives custom campaign for StarCraft 1 and my replay through of Campaign Reconquered in Caesar 3 Augustus. Because both of those have been going on for way too long, and I need to finish those. Especially Campaign Reconquered. No, I gotta say, if I'm gonna stream anything new, it should probably be Resident Evil 7. Because I need to get around to doing that at some point. And speaking of Resident Evil things to stream, I should also get around to starting, trying to do RE4 Mercenaries, remake Mercenaries. This looks like I might be able to get the next tier of tires from super hard to hard. Well, slick, but yeah. Is that the Mustang? Yeah, that's the Mustang. It will be a terrible vehicle for this tournament. race number 1 finished. Winner takes all. Okay, race sound effects off. You know what? Let's just go by the old 4x3. Just make sure that's saved. Yep, it did. Okay. Next race. Oof. Okay. Also, holy shit, this feels eerie being in this. Also, I forgot to upgrade my tires. This feels so weird playing this in complete and utter silence. Because I don't want to be listening to the squeak every 0.5 seconds or less. For the record, this is just how the game sounds when you don't have any music enabled and no race sound effects, just pure silence. But at least for those who like to fall asleep listening to shit, this would, aside from the first race, this would actually make some decent material to fall asleep to. The only other alternative is I play the game in third person, but this just looks so awkward, having played in first person for so long. And, like, I just vastly prefer first person. Actually, I just thought of something. I could have just muted my television. Rip. So, I realize that, Gabriel, you're the only one in the chat at the moment. What's better at the moment? Hearing the constant squishy sound effects of this car hitting this and going up and down gears, or just complete silence? Because if I turn those race sound effects on, I'm definitely muting my television. Silence as well. Okay, I'm glad you agree. That sound is the car sound is annoying for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, it's either that or I play in third person, and of the two, I would prefer first person. Yeah. And like I don't mind the tire revving. I don't mind the roar of the motor. It's just the squeak that's unbearable. Yeah. And it's like, it's only a couple cars that have that sound as well. Both versions of this car, both this and the race car variant. I think there's a couple other race cars that have that sound effect. But yeah. Resident Evil 7 has what in extra modes? I think it has a buzzsaw, which is a high damage weapon that does a crap ton of damage. Or, yeah, melee weapon that does a crap ton of damage to stuff. It might have its own variant of mercenaries, though I don't know. That'd be something we'd have to look into together as I play the game. I don't know if I would finish RE7 in one sitting, though. If I knew the game, I might be able to do it, because like they kind of went back to the older format of the game being relatively short-ish for a single playthrough, like RE2 levels of length and possibly difficulty. But it's first person, so Star Wars Racer doesn't have online for PS4. Yeah, it's only online for PS4 as far as I'm aware. I mentioned this when you asked what digital games I have. But yeah, Star Wars Racer is on PS4 online. I still do recommend the bundle pack, whatever it's called, where you get Jedi Outcast and both Jedi Outcast games and Force Commander. Or it's not called Force Commander. Republic Commando. Force Commander, I think it is. That's that one dog shit RTS Star Wars game in 2000 that has a fucked up camera angle. You can't really tell what you're doing. You can't really tell what's going on. It's just fucking trash. The first Star Wars RTS ever made that was good was Galactic Battlegrounds. But that's basically Age of Empires 2 with Star Wars skins. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that was the first, as far as I'm aware, Star Wars RTS that was any good. But if you're asking, does it have multiplayer, then the answer to that is no. Unfortunately, it doesn't have multiplayer. But then again, if it had multiplayer, everyone would just choose Ben. Like, you would not be able to balance Star Wars Racer's multiplayer at all because the... Okay, if the engines... Or if the pod racers did not all cap out at 600 top speed unboosted, then you could maybe make arguments for it being a little bit better balanced. But the fact is, it does not. The fact is that they all have 600 speed without the boost when fully upgraded. The only time where top speed matters that much is with no upgrades. But even then, the fastest racers also have the fastest... like, the racers with the fastest base top speed also have the fastest boosts. So, even with no upgrades, the meta game still revolves around Ben Quadinaros and Bull's Roar. Occasionally, Bullseye Navoir. So, yeah. Get out of the way, Nissan Z. Like Interstellar. I like Interstellar movie. Is that a... Is the title of the movie just called Interstellar? I don't know if I've ever heard of that one, to be honest. How many finished hours to finish RE7? What, for the Platinum Trophy? I have no idea. In order to finish the game the first time, because I've never played it, I'm going to assume anywhere between 4 to... Well, we'll say 4 to 8 hours. If it's similar to the old-style Resident Evils. Although I think RE2 Remake, even though it is a remake of 2, which I know pretty well, I'm pretty sure that one took me about 4 to 5 hours on my first playthrough, and that was off-screen, with showing cutscenes, of course, so... Yeah, I'll say 4 to 5 hours for finishing the main story for RE7. Might be more, might be less. But Platinum Trophy, I have no idea. Yo, Nicholas. Good to see you here today. If you're wondering why the game is completely silent, there is a really obnoxious sound effect that plays if I have the race sound effects turned on. So I turned off all the race sound effects. There's also no music because the music's copyrighted. Well, a lot of the music is copyrighted. But nothing wrong with my capture card or anything. You're gonna buy a PS4. Long holiday there, and it'll be shipped in about 3 days. That's actually not too bad, given it's a holiday. Oh, I need to remember to... The fuck is going on outside my house? Anyway, I don't know how audible it is when people do shit outside, but I can hear it. And I know people could hear stuff in recorded segments I've done at the other place I recorded stuff at. And this room I'm playing in is closer to the road. Okay, you didn't hear anything? Okay. I mean, that one wasn't nearly as loud as some of the other the noises that are made. Okay, so I gotta upgrade, or not upgrade, but change. Also, is this Rome? I think this is Rome. You'd think I'd know this by now, just by looking at it. Yeah, this is Rome. Anywho. Settings. Okay, yeah, this is, default. Change parts. Okay, medium, slick, and slick. Okay. Okay. So, if I race and my tires turn, change of thing appears by hours or amount of... Oh, oil. Change oil. It's distance. It is most definitely distance. Like, I don't know if you pay attention, but whenever I do on the occasion when I can get the infinite speed glitch to work, the change oil light will pop on almost immediately. And there's no way that if it was based on hours, there's no way that it would pop on. Parallel PS4 controllers and much difference compared to OG controllers. The start and select buttons, which are called options and share, I think. Yeah. Options and share are in really awkward places compared to the OG controllers. But other than that, it's about the same. And there's the big button in the center of the controller, which is sometimes used. I don't use it for a whole lot personally, but it's something you can do. Yeah, I'm always going to call it start and select. Oh, and I will mention that the final race in this tournament is Special Stage 11 reversed. Well, out of the ones that I'm going to be doing. I think the ones I'm skipping are Grand Valley and Tokyo, in that order. But I will skip more if I can. And just do any skipped races off screen. 20. You have 23 hours and you're 24 Le Mans in second place. Oh, 9 laps ahead of the second place. That's a decent lead, but you still have an hour to go. Obviously, you can't be complacent. Thankfully, oil change popped in the last hours, and that won't be a problem. So is hours? So is the oil change in a GT4 based on hours and not distance? That's interesting if that's the case. Raining, maybe you could stop 20 minutes. It depends how long it takes you to do a lap. Because if it takes you, like, let's say 3 minutes to do a lap, and you're faster than the AI, maybe. But I also assume you can't change your oil in the middle of the race, can you? Because, like, in the real 24-hour Le Mans, I imagine that racers would have to get an oil change, or should get an oil change. $320 without rain. Oh, and the game has changing weather. Oh, that's awesome, actually. But 320 times 9 is 30 minutes. We'll say 30 minutes. I would still go further than that just to ensure you win. Not possible to change oil during the race. Okay. But in real life, I imagine that they would do that. With raining 4 minutes or more if you spin on some curves. Only 24-hour Nürburgring, and you'll finish all of them. I have to see if there's actually a 24-hour Nürburgring IRL. I don't think there is. I think that one's just made up for GT4. Though I could be wrong. I know that one is a very big distance. It's like, what, 13 kilometers or 13 miles a lap? That is not exactly short. I know I mentioned the one time trial in Forza Motorsport 2 where in order to quote unquote beat the time trial, you have to beat it in like 7 minutes and 8 seconds, something like that, with the vehicle you have to use, which is an F1 vehicle. I forget, like, the game categorizes it as an R1 vehicle, meaning basically F1. And I know I've mentioned that I don't know if the leaderboards are still a thing, but when the leaderboards were a thing, if they're not up anymore, there were however many couple 100,000 times posted on the leaderboard, and only 4 of them got sub 7 seconds. Or 7 minutes. With the first place being like 6:59, like, .2 or some shit. I know I've mentioned that before, but yeah. Grand Valley 60 laps, just like this game. So we have 4 hours, 9 minutes, and Suzuka 172 laps. Oh dear. Indianapolis 200. Yeah, I remember. I've seen the Indianapolis 200 while someone else doing it. Nürburgring 4 hours and 24 hours. Mazda is 90 laps. Mazda, which one is that? And then Le Mans 24. Only the Tsukuba, you 4 hours you can't do with any car. So it seems like there's less endurance races, but they're all longer to compensate. Laguna Seca. Oh, okay. Oh, 9 races. Oh, this game is 10, so really there's not that much. Oh, so the endurance races are just a lot longer. Now, if I stream that, I know for a fact I'm not going to show the full 24 hours. I'll at least show getting up to first place and keeping a solid lead. And then once I show the solid lead, I'll just end the stream, or end that stream whenever I get around to it, that is, of course. It won't be for a while, though. And I would just do the rest of the race off screen. Maybe some games that come with the PS4. There aren't that many games that will come with the PS4. I'm surprised no RE remakes in that list. Or are they slightly lower priority at the moment? Yeah, RE1 remake for sure, yeah. I might want to get that game for... I might want to get that for PS4 just to have another platinum trophy in the bag. I need to learn RE1 again. It's been too long since I played RE1. Zero's good. Oh, I've talked at length about Zero in previous streams. In this exact playthrough, no less. Zero is I'm not gonna shit on it and say it's bad, but it is very much flawed in many ways. I do have an LP of the game, if you'd be interested in watching that, but and it was a blind playthrough as well. Zero does some things correctly, but the game's movement is really jank unless you use the alternate controls. If you use the alternate controls, then the game's movement is nowhere near as jank. You control two characters, and of the two characters, Rebecca Chambers has like no health, by which I mean one hit puts her in yellow caution. Like, the thresholds for caution are different, but on hard difficulty, one hit puts her into orange caution. Well, one grab from a zombie, let's say. But she's the only one who can mix herbs, the only one who can use healing, Billy can use healing items, but Rebecca is the only one who can mix herbs and use the healing powders or whatever they're called. But again, she can't really tank much. Billy's the one who can push heavier objects, and he has less recoil when using weapons such as the shotgun or the magnum. Let's see. Oh yeah, both characters only have 6 inventory spaces, which might sound fine, until you realize that every single weapon that requires 2 hands for the characters to hold, i.e. the shotgun, the grenade launcher, and the hook shot that you have to lug around, there's no item box. They take 2 inventory spaces, and there's nothing worse than like just leaving the hook shot in the main hallway, realizing that you need the hook shot, and then having to go back through a hallway of enemies that have spawned in only to die because you didn't know to bring the hook shot with you to an area. Game's too hard. It's more annoying than it is hard. Like, once you learn the game, it's not so bad, but, like, it's hard for annoying reasons. Like, I remember not liking Code Veronica until I played it and got better at it. Then I could appreciate the game better. Zero, not as much. Though I was younger and more critical of shit in when I did Code Veronica back in the day. But as far as actual difficulty goes, Zero is definitely easier than Code Veronica. But the only requirement for S rank or A rank, whatever, depending on what the highest rank in your version is, for RE0, the only requirement is you beat the game in under 3.5 hours. I did do a handgun run of that game, but with infinite ammo, because I don't think it's doable without it. OG Zero for PS2. No. The OG RE Zero was only available for GameCube. It was a GameCube exclusive until they came to the PS3 and Xbox 360, along with RE1 Remake in early 2016. And Steam. But yeah, those games were GameCube exclusive for a good, let's say, 13 years. Yeah, so I guess Sony didn't. I guess Sony didn't want the RE1 remake port, which is weird, given that that surely had to have sold better than hotcakes. Zero might not have, though. I don't know how well Zero sold compared to the other ones. And this is kind of common knowledge. I say kind of, but maybe not everyone would know this. Zero was originally slated to be a N64 exclusive back in the day, but that plan got scrapped and pushed back to the GameCube. So there is footage and evidence to prove that RE0 was supposed to be for N64. Okay, we are good to go. Whoa. Practice the other F1 races. No, no. I won the final 3 off screen, which, I mean, I did that a while ago. And the first one, just to see how hard they would be. Well, the first one I did to see how hard it would be. The last 2 I did just so I didn't have to do them ever again. And the 7th one I did, or no, it's the 8th race, excuse me. Apricot Hill. I did that one just in case I get 70 points and I could potentially skip that race too. But no, I'm not going to practice those races. Basically, the idea is I get good and outrace the other racers. That's the only thing I can do. That's literally all I can do. Nemesis encounters are random on RE3 Remake. No, they're fixed. They are completely fixed. The only one, as far as I'm aware, the only encounters that actually are worthwhile, I think you have to knock him down like once or twice to be able to get one of the weapon parts that you need for one of the trophies. I forget which one it is offhand. But one grenade knocks him down. So, yeah. But as far as I'm aware, you can't quote-unquote kill him for an encounter. Meaning he will just get up instantly and act like... essentially like Mr. X in RE2 Remake. Where you can knock him down, but he'll just get back up he'll get back up pretty quickly. So, overall, it's not advisable. Although, you could just escape Nemesis encounters in, 30 seconds. Overall, Nemesis was just handled really poorly in Remake. Aside from the very beginning. RE4, what's hardest remake? Oh. No, I would say RE3 make is the hardest on a new... Well, on a new game file, I would say RE3 make, because you have to master quick dodging, and you have to memorize where nonsensical enemies that appear before they're officially introduced in the game are. You get one-shotted by nearly everything, and you don't have autosave. So, I would say of the ones I've played, RE3 make is the hardest with the highest difficulty. But it's also Kaizo bullshit hard. Also, there's no S+ in 3 make, so you could just equip all the New Game Plus items, including the rocket launcher, and just be like, LOL, I don't need to bother with this shit. Which is what I do. But as far as obtaining the highest ranking on the hardest difficulty, yeah, I'd say RE4 Remake. Although, it has a overall pretty decent balance for difficulty. Even though the beginning of RE4R is really difficult compared to the rest of the game. And then RE2 Remake S Plus is honestly easy. It's a little tight on the B scenario for time, but RE2 Remake is actually a little easy. Yeah. It'd be problems in the beginning, professional S plus. Yeah. It was yeah. Namely from the cabin to the, well, no, actually the biggest problem was fucking that one part, whatever, what do you want to call it? The mining area? Whatever. That part up to Mendez was the hardest part of that whole playthrough. Because so much shit can go wrong there. At least getting into the castle is not the hardest thing to do when you learn how to do it. Also, Ashley, being able to have the knight armor on her is really good. Like, so unbelievably good. And obviously you run to the cannon at the start of the castle, and then you win. Just destroy the catapults, destroy all of the enemies that come towards you, and you win. Actually, yeah, let's make a pit stop. Oof. That is not how we make a pit stop. And the professional S Plus stream was the last time I displayed the chat on screen with the PlayStation's Stream Now option, because it just kept dropping too many messages, chat kept bugging out, etc. I dread to think how the chat would have looked if I kept the chat on screen for the no merchant run, where it was up to fucking 1,000 messages. I would love to know what causes that. Oh god. And then of course problems continued with the Spyro Reignited trilogy until I just said fuck this shit and just streamed it the same way I stream everything else, through the capture card to the computer through OBS. The problems have basically been nullified completely. You know, the 600 percent rubber band. Holy shit. Yeah. The spin car, yeah. Even better is the racers that can actually do the race. Like they literally phase through the guy playing. Well, allegedly they were at 200 miles an hour. Allegedly. Don't ask me how they go that fast at 200 miles an hour, but allegedly that's how fast they were going, according to the replay. More than 10 laps ahead. Yeah, I think it was like 15 or something laps ahead they were. And almost 1K messages. Yeah, in the No Merchant stream. According to the PlayStation 4 chat display. Come on, get off the wall, please. Any webcam can be useful for PS4 streaming directly from the game. If you want to have your a webcam, I guess that would be well, if you're streaming directly from PS4, you'd have to connect it to the PS4. I don't know how you do that. You can do it if you want, but I personally don't bother with that kind of crap. Streaming directly for the game. You mean from the PS4? As long as the PS4 recognizes it, I don't see why it'd be a problem. Like my first streams. I didn't use a webcam. I just used, like, when I got my PS4... When I got my PS4, it came with a little earpiece dongle thing, or a little microphone thing you plug into the controller. And I think unless you have a webcam set up, it'll just show either a picture that you want to show or the avatar you use, which I don't have an avatar, so it just displayed the default picture. So yeah, you don't even need a webcam for that. PS4 OG Sony earphones. That I don't know offhand. You'd have to look into that. Something tells me the answer to that is no, but I could be mistaken. Get out of the way, car. Get out of the way, Mustang. Oakley dokley. Also, by the way, this is race number 4. I'm very surprised that the check oil... Well, we still have 2 laps to go. We have 2 laps for the check oil light to pop on. But if it doesn't pop on in this race, I can almost guarantee it'll pop on for the next one. And if not, I'd be very surprised. Okay, last lap. I think I might downgrade my front tires because they're clearly wearing out faster than my rear tires. Oh, there it is. The final lap of the fourth race. Okay. And we have 11 million credits in the bank. Okay, Seattle reversed. I might be able to skip this one, but I'm not about to. Okay. So yeah, we are on the 5th race, and we are almost 2 hours into the stream, though my my change oil light popped on, so that'll make my car perform worse. Nissan finished second in all races. Yeah, I think it's just going to, unless I skip a race or two. If I skip a race, well, if I skip a few races because of the way this game works, it will no longer finish second place if I forfeit a tournament race immediately. This game certainly doesn't do any sort of realistic calculations when you do that. Oh, and looks like this race is going to take longer than the others by a fairly wide margin. Let's see. I'm curious if I could skip up to 4 laps and 4 races and potentially win. The odds are unlikely, but it might be doable. If not, I'll skip. I could probably get away with 3. Oh, and the Nissan is going to finish second place this time, too. Now, I'm a little curious. Aw. I couldn't get the out of bounds there. It'd be funny if I could have right there. I think I do have to be going like 200 miles an hour or so in order to be able to do that. And or I didn't hit the wall correctly. If I skip 3 and Nissan gets second on the next 3 races, I will lose if he wins. Yes. Yeah, because if he finishes second on... Yeah, I literally have explained the math to you. But, yeah. If he finishes second on 7 races, that's 7 times 6, that's 42. And then if he wins 3 races, he gets 10 points apiece. So 10 times 3 is 30. 30 plus 42 equals 72 versus my 70. Yep, 72 to 70. Yeah, I would straight up lose. So, like, I would have to do an 8th race and finish at least 4th, I think. But, like, if I'm doing the race, I'm going to win. So... Jesus. 1 minute 40 for these. This is going to take like 35 minutes. Yeah, I doubt I'm going to be able to skip 4 races. What was the best reverse track? This one, because it's easy. It's much easier to set up the out of bounds. But in all seriousness, I enjoy Trial Mountain and Deep Forest reversed. Special Stage 5 is also a cool track in reverse. Much better than its Stage 11 counterpart, IMO. So I would say either between Trial Mountain or Deep Forest. I think Trial Mountain personally, because of that one straightaway at the end / beginning of a race of a lap. Oddly, Grand Valley Speedway is not as good reversed in my opinion, partly because the skybox looks so much worse than the normal Grand Valley. What was the thing on the left side of the change oil? You mean this? That's the circle brake. Yeah, it allows you... It's the thing that turns on whenever you circle brake and you try to do like a drift turn, which does not work well in this game, in case you couldn't tell just from this. Maybe there's a technique to using it well, but yeah. Next N64 games I want to buy if I find cheap, especially the LP or stream. There's Shadows of the Empire. If I can find a special store that could fix DK64 so that it actually holds a save file, I would 100% do DK64 next. Whether I live stream or LP that, I don't know. Come on, get out of the way. Trying to think what else I would do if I can find cheap. Most of the other games I would either play on an emulator or they're games I already have. Finish Shadows of the Empire in one stream. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure how long that game is. Oh, also, I forgot about Rogue Squadron. Yeah, I don't know if I would be able to finish Shadows of the Empire in one stream or not. It would depend on how long the game actually is. And obviously knowing that I'm playing the game blind. Revenge of the Sith theaters for US on the 20th anniversary. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be in theaters on the 20th anniversary again. I'm not sure if it'll just be like the same. I guess it would just be the same movie again, but you could see it in theaters. I don't see a point of doing that, but you know, if you want to do that again, you can. I have played the I've mentioned this, I think. I have played the Xbox version of that game back in the day. It was a decent game, actually. It wasn't like the best of all time, but it was fun to play. Though, needless to say, I wouldn't be able to play the cutscenes from the movie. I have the copy yet. Of what? Revenge of the Sith? The game? Yeah, I still have the copy somewhere. I don't have an original Xbox to play it, but I do have the game somewhere. Is available for PS2. Yeah, it was available for PS2. Not entirely sure about GameCube. I want to say yes to that as well. But it was available on PS2. I just got the Xbox version. Back in the day. Back when I was not even a teenager. Okay. First Red Dead. Oh yeah, first Red Dead. Red Dead Dead. First Red Dead Redemption is fantastic, and you absolutely should go out of your way to get it. Although, if you're gonna get it on PS4, you might want to wait till it goes on sale, or if you can find a physical copy for cheap, like under 35 to 30 US dollars. Yeah, I would wait for it to go on sale. I don't know if I'd pay 50 at this day and age, because you can get it for previous gen consoles for a lot cheaper. You can get Red Dead Redemption 2 for cheaper. But yeah. Compared to GTA 4, Red Dead Redemption is better. Um, you can make an argument for that for sure. Like, as far as Xbox 360 version goes, Red Dead definitely looks better. Not sure about the PS4 version of Red Dead though. Well, actually, I don't think they ever bothered to try reporting GTA 4 to PS4. So yeah, the PS4 version of RDR would absolutely destroy Grand Theft Auto 4 visually. And is it better? I would say it is, just because there's there's the treasure hunting thing that you can do in Red Dead, which is a little obnoxious. But as far as 100% goes, it's a lot more straightforward and easy. Like, there's less bullshit you have to just randomly explore and find or look at a guide for, i.e. the flying pigeons. Plus, having an inventory of items for quick heal and quick deadeye meter, etc. It definitely makes hard engagements easier. So yeah, I would personally actually rank Red Dead Redemption above GTA 4. Apparently, like, I got an original copy, which is the one or original version for 360, which is the version I did the LP of. Apparently, other versions that came out after that have higher difficulty settings, including one where Deadeye doesn't automatically fill up, things are more expensive, enemies do more damage, etc. So, yeah, if I get this on PS4, I will definitely try a harder difficulty setting. If you remember, if you've watched my LP, I tried adding a bunch of restrictions I lifted some of them as time went on, because, yeah, stuff was getting harder. Oh shit. I tried beating the game without using the dead aim mode or whatever it's called, and eventually it was just gonna be too hard. DR levels of difficulty. Apparently, but only in newer re-releases of the game. The original version doesn't. You just play the game. Your first PS3 but never touched. Okay, if you got an old PS3 version, you probably don't have difficulty settings. And you can adjust other, like, faux difficulty things, like the aim assist and stuff. Which, I mean, I turned all that shit off. I changed my targeting to expert, and I just got good, basically. So... like... IMO, aim assist is for people who don't play shooters. Like, I might sound like a dick for saying this, but if you feel the need to have aim assist on for Red Dead Redemption, or you need to rely on aim assist in, let's say, Resident Evil 2 or 3 Remake, you're not going to be able to fucking beat Area 51 infiltration on Perfect Agent. Yeah, you have no chance. Ditto to attack ship on Perfect Agent. Those of course being levels from Perfect Dark, the two hardest levels in the game on Perfect Agent. You could easily put defense in third place. Uh... Yeah... Yeah, defense is also a difficult one. Not nearly as difficult as infiltration and attack ship, but I could see it being third. I could also maybe see it being fourth, underneath nullify threat. Though things can definitely go wrong in defense in a hurry. deep sea. Yeah, nullify. Yeah, deep sea nullify threat. Although, with that said, I did actually play defense more on Perfect Agent in the past than I did Deep Sea Nullify Threat. Problems survive the wave of enemies that appear after you destroy the thing on the second floor. Oh, in defense, yeah. Yeah, the Mr. Blondes. Yeah. One thing you could do is get the... Okay, yeah, my car's starting to fuck up a bit. You can destroy the thing. You can get the I think you can get the RCP-90 before you destroy the evidence. Though I could be mistaken. And you can use your combat boosts to kill the dudes. Or the remaining Devastator ammo. Okay, number 5. What is number 6? It is... Apricot Hill. Kill enemies. Enter that room to enemies with the Devastator. At this point, you're normally dead. Yeah. Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure a problem also. Oh, in the firing range, yeah. Short mission compared to the other two, but it is hard. Yeah. At least it's short though. Another mission that's short but also hard and stupid is War. Every song in GT4 can cause copyright problems, have some classic old songs. I'm not sure about every song in Oh, wait. Oh, GT4. I don't know. I don't know what the soundtrack is of GT4, but probably. War is really dumb. Yeah, war is stupid. Even in my LP, when I showed that mission off, I was commenting how stupid it was. I still need to inevitably test to see if you get one-shotted in melee, even at like 10% damage. My guess is yes, but it could be wrong. And if I recall correctly, people do some weird out-of-bounds shenanigans to speedrun the level DLTK. Yeah, the way Skyline. Also Mustang. Oh, that's not the Mustang. FFX streams are over. Hold on. War's really dumb on the bridge section. Yeah, it is. FFX streams are over. For that challenge run that I was doing, yeah. I beat the final boss, which was the BFA defeated video that I uploaded, and then Omega Weapon is just not happening because it's just too hard. There's way too, well, it's not even hard, it's just there's too much randomness involved in it. Like if it, okay, there is a science to predicting when it's going to fire off its most damaging move. The problem is, if it fires off its most damaging move at the wrong time, nobody can survive it. And then the one character that could allow a survival will not be able to get a turn until the boss moves again after resurrection, after your party resurrects. If it fires off the wrong move, which has a 50-50 chance of it doing, you game over. Like in the video I uploaded of trying that fight, with me off screen writing down the pattern to predict when it's going to fire off its most damaging move, I did 145,000-ish damage to it. It has 1 million health. So, and that took 15 minutes to do. So, You tell me. I think the chances of that happening are basically impossible. So there's no reason to dedicate a stream to it. Although I will do more challenge runs of that game. Know how to do glitches in PD. Other than like the Scatter Ruins one, not really, no. Watched a video of some of them. Well, I mean, I don't know if you count it as a glitch, but obviously I know how to do the G5 building one, the one where you activate the conspirators meeting at the same time that you activate the alarm going off. And the countdown will continue while the cutscene is going on. But the in-game timer does not increase. I know that glitch, if you count that. But that one you literally have to do in order to be able to get the target time. So I had to learn how to do that. I think it's funny that they literally require you to do that exploit in order to get a target time. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. saw something about Cyberpunk being bad on the PS4 version. I think I remember if I said anything like that, it was something about the extent of it was a disappointment. And I have heard was buggy, glitchy as fuck. I don't know if that's still the case, but that is what I hear. I'm not against trying it, but I have to get it for cheap. Like, I have to get my shit for cheap these days. Get out of my way. Get out of my way, you clumsy Lancer Roadhog. Get out of the way. Oh, actually, maybe I should. Yeah, maybe I should sabotage this guy. See if I can maybe cost him second place. You're staying behind the purple car for a little bit. Never mind. The purple car's making a pit stop. Alright, never mind. Now there's no chance I can, there's no chance of me costing the Nissan the second place. He's probably second place by at least an entire lap. let you turn. Okay. Okay. I'm going to save the game after this. And I'm a little curious if we could skip the last 4 races, or if that's not feasible. Like, skipping the last 4 seems a little bit of a stretch. Worst case scenario, I do up to 8 races. Okay. I'm gonna save. Let's see how many points everybody has. Okay, let's see here. Actually, on second thought, no, I'm not going to skip this race. Before I do this race, though, I'm going to piss. I'll be right back. And this shouldn't be much of a surprise, but the last track in this tournament that I have to do, actually I can just do it off screen, is Special Stage 11. Reversed. Should come as a surprise to nobody, but it is Special Stage 11. But thankfully, with the amount of points I built up, I think I can skip that one. And then I can skip Grand Valley and Tokyo reversed. Come on, turn, would you? Bum, 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 bum. And we are about to hit the 3-hour mark, according to our my OBS timer. It might be longer than that in real life. Like, I remember in my old version of OBS, the displayed recording / stream time would always differ from how long I've actually been recording / streaming for. But that was an old archaic version of OBS on on an old computer. Still a little drowsy. Okay. Never had interest in buying GTA 5. Or don't I mind the game? I kinda do, but I also kinda don't. I don't know. I'm in a weird in-between about do I want to buy that game or not, weirdly enough. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Not cool, not cool. Come on, turn. Don't spin out. Okay, and the Nissan's making the pit stop. Won't I try to complete the last time trial? No, I don't really have an interest in it. Well, I finished... Yeah. Yeah, I'll just do... If I choose to do the last time trial, I'll do it off screen. Like, I definitely need to learn how to maneuver around the complex string better than I do. But yeah, it's basically just an extension of like the super licenses as far as I'm concerned. As for the arcade races, yeah, that's just use an F1 vehicle, destroy the competition, you win. But yeah, it'll just be the F1 championship and it'll be done. Also, partly because I've set it up so nicely that I can end on a nice even 20 streams. Nice even 20 streams. I am the person who likes to end stream series or LPs with a number ending in 5 or 0. Where possible. Like, I'm not just going to make videos or shorten videos for the sake of making or shortening videos. I want it to at least be somewhat natural looking. Oh my god, come on. Stop spinning out. And not that it matters, because I'm gonna be 2 laps ahead of everybody else. Come on, would you turn? The US not possible by super chats streams, or my channel doesn't have the option. My channel I don't have my channel set up for the options for that, because I don't know how to do that. 2, I don't do any sort of online currency things. I might buy gift cards for Steam, but that's about it. But yeah, we have that in the US. It's just I don't have my channel set up for it. Also, I'll be quite honest, I don't think my content is particularly worth paying for. I'd appreciate it if people would think that, but nah, I don't think I'm really worth paying for. I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll just do that. Don't mind having a members only. I would not do members only. I feel that would stunt the channel. I wouldn't want to do subscriber only yet either. Though if my channel was a lot bigger than it is now, like let's say every time I stream I were to get at least 10 or 12 people commenting, like 10, 12 regulars, then yeah, I might turn on subscriber only to prevent spam and unnecessary bullshit. GameCube games have interest. Playing on console. I'd have to see what I actually own on GameCube yet. I have given off and on thoughts to doing a SSBM stream. As for other games, I'd probably have to purchase them. I'm not against it, though. I think I have RE1 Remake on GameCube, actually, coincidentally. RE1 Remake of GameCube are different compared to the PS3 remake in contents in the game itself. I want to say, well, obviously the versions after, like PS3 version / Xbox 360 version and afterwards, obviously they have trophies. I don't know what the trophies are, but I do know they have the trophies. And obviously better graphics. I don't know if it has different modes compared to the original RE1 remake on GameCube. They might not. Hold on. Hang on. Okay. So, good game play for GameCube, Mario Party 4, 5, 6 are best. Mini games and good maps. I wouldn't be against playing that if I had a copy of it. Also, I don't know what you mean by cats, our cats. And not played a lot of the exclusives, but they are good. Oh yeah, for sure, GameCube does have some good exclusives. Cat's doing annoying sounds. No, that wasn't my cats. That was actually the stupid dog. Someone came in to drop something off and it went ape shit. Also, I thought I heard that person yelling around for someone to answer the door. That's someone being my mom, by the way. No, my cats are quiet. They do not bother me. At least not in here. GC things are expensive, like the bongo and the mic to play MP6. You'd have to ask Blue Hedgehog Man that question. He would know that answer better than I would. Although I imagine the bongos aren't that expensive, given that Liquid Wi-Fi, Liquid Wi-Fi used them to beat Simpsons Hit and Run. I'm now tempted to watch that VOD again. Picked up on Buzz, my favorite game channel. No, not these days, no. I mean, I love the stuff he did in the past. He hasn't done a whole lot that has interested me recently. I mean, I'll still occasionally watch something of his, but no. These days, I watch Adamance 13, who is doing 2 different challenges for Final Fantasy X, and Tutu, who does StarCraft 2 co-op stuffs. Tutu as in TWOTUUU. Those are like the 2 main gaming channels I watch these days. Occasionally I'll watch some of Commissar Merrick's Caesar 3 streams. Which I should get around to watching more of those, to be honest. Not his playthrough of Campaign Reconquered, because I do want to be as spoiler-free as possible for those. old content like DK64 and Mario Kart, Kaizo Mario 64. Yes, and the Mario 74 playthrough, along with a couple other old things that he did that was really good. Like the CCC run was a very well. The CCC run was good. The All Coins one, not as much. Not to say that that one was bad. Okay, that might be the last race we have to do. Okay, I'm gonna pop a save in case I do have to actually finish the 8th and final race in the tournament. Well, as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Special stage 11. I'm not going to do that yet. Have interest in doing all coins in OG SM64? No. I have absolutely no interest in that. By the way, notice here the order. Like in SM74. I did that just because it was part of the medal challenges, and it would be fun to do. I could do all coins in SM64, but I don't really want to. Also, I don't think it would be all that difficult overall. Okay, 46 points. So yeah, the positions they start at, if you immediately exit the race, that's where they're gonna end up. Yeah, it's only because the game says, oh, you forfeited at this time, so everyone else must have finished at the positions that they started the race in. Which is a really stupid way of going about this, but hey, I'll take it. I do not care. I will take it. If I were to actually sit here and idle, the Nissan would have won. For sure, it would have won. Anyway, we might be soft resetting here a bit. Coin Tiny Huge Island. Count about... all the... Wait, what? Coin in Tiny Huge Island count about... all the coin challenge? Oh, you mean the impossible coin? No, that one doesn't count. I assume you mean the one that's under the stage and like touching the death barrier. No, that one doesn't count. Oh, F1, come on. Nope, not the F1. And that's actually the worst prize. That is the worst prize you could possibly get from this tournament. You can buy that for a fifth of the amount of money you win from winning the tournament. Why would I want that as a prize car? Come on. Okay. Fuck off. Fuck off. Also, spin car. I'm bumping the microphone because I'm rubbing my eyes. Ugh. Bum, 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 bum. Ookly dookly. Weird about the muted car. But for this car, it's fine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like, if there was a way to lower the sound effects volume, like with a slider, or disable certain sound effects, then I would figure out which one disables the squeak, or at least turns it down to almost non-audible volumes. But next stream will have the full sound effects. Before I go, though, I do want to test the new car. Oh boy, that was not a nice looking thing. Missing no popped up on the screen. Okay. So, out of curiosity, is the game going to completely just screw me over and not let me get this? Because I will not accept anything other than that F1. The last F1, as far as I'm aware, that I don't... Well, actually, there's one more I don't own, but it's fine. Fuck you! Motherfucker, give me the last goddamn car. Again, if I was on an emulator, I'd be dropping a save state, but I don't have that as an option. It was the best stream so far. What of this series? That's probably the SpongeBob one, to be honest. Since that one had... Fuck off, game! Come on! Give me the 1 and 4. That one had the first half of it being rage-filled, and then the Grand Valley Endurance was just the SpongeBob quoting and discussion. Come on. Okay. Come the fuck on. This game is not having it, and I'm not having this game's shit. You will give me the F1 vehicle I want. You will give this to me. I will soft reset for the next 25 minutes if I have to. It will not roll a 4. Like, I roll a random number from 1 to 4, and it will not roll a 4. I will make it roll a 4 if I have to. I don't know how. Use the F1 and the F1 Championship. That's the plan. I'm going to test it to see how good it is. Even if I don't use it, it's the only event vehicle that I don't already own. So it's still the one I would want to win from this tournament. Okay. Just making sure I did actually turn on the race sound effects. You son of a bitch! This is what, like the 8th or 9th reset? I'm just waiting for, like, this to go an hour. I hope it doesn't, but Jesus Christ. I have to look at the car's specs. Because, like, anytime the car that I'm trying to win appears in the F1 tournament, it always goes really hard. So, yeah. You son of a bitch. Come on. I'll have to rewatch this and count how many times I've reset this. I feel like this is like number 10. I'm not throwing things across the room. I'm dropping my trash into a bag so I can throw it out. Three times in a row I get this. I am not ending the stream until we get this fucking car. Oh my god. Why does this game now hate me? I want to fucking show this car and see its specs on stream. And check the percentage completed. Actually, you know what? Nah. I think we'll do this one last attempt. I'll soft reset for it off screen. But I'll look at the completion. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it getting it on screen. I'll show it off, or I'll look at it off screen. It'll be fine. Current looks harder. Is only bad RNG. I'm guessing so. I bet I get it now. Are you fucking kidding me? I fucking knew as soon as I said, it's okay, I'll do it off screen. I goddamn fucking knew that would be the trigger for getting the car. I knew it. I fucking knew it. That's why I called it as soon as the thing started spinning around. I fucking knew that would be what I needed to do. Alright. Alright. Now let's look at this thing's power. It is allegedly lower, but I don't buy that. 14,000 RPM versus 14,000 RPM. I do need to change this thing's oil, though, real quick. It looks clean, but it's not. There we go. 820 knot. Yeah, that little bit of horsepower might help. But yeah, 14,000 8 PM. Also, holy shit, 875,000. Just make sure this thing does have full upgrades, right? Also, this thing sells for what, 800,000? I think it was 875,000. So 82.2. Yeah, 875,000. So take that number multiplied by 4. 3 point... It was what? 3.5 million, if my math is correct. So yeah. We're gonna have a quick look at this, see how fast this thing goes. Formula GT, Midfield Raceway. This is just like my spit bucket to test how well a car will do on the tournament. So, okay, if I start the tournament and I see that F094, I'm actually resetting the entire tournament. I don't want to compete against another one of these monsters. Alright, I'll just do like 3 to 5 laps and see how far I go, or how fast I can get. This could just be a placebo, but I do feel this is a really powerful car, even for F1 car standards. Oh, god damn it! Would you all get out of my goddamn fucking road, you goddamn fuck? Get out of my way, you fucking asshole. Yeah, fuck you. Get out of the goddamn road. Oh, man. There's a slight bit of rubber banding going on, I think. I think they are slowing down a bit, so I can actually catch up. Is it just my imagination, or is this car, like, really, really good compared to the other F1s? Holy shit, I'm just flying down the highway. Oh my god, come on, please turn. I'm pretty sure this is the Polyphony Championship is the only tournament you can win this car in. And by the way, I don't even have the list of unlockables on a separate tab. It's just how, yeah, because I know this is the best car for the tournament, or the only car in the previous tournament. So yeah. Also, I'm doing laps in notably under 1 minute. Does this car just have such insane acceleration and or turning? Or what? Because holy shit. Like, I don't think I've ever been able to do a midfield lap this quickly. But I guess having 14,000 RPM definitely helps. Well, another thing I will do off screen is adjust this car's settings to have an optimal test course, because I am going to have to do a test course race in this tournament. And I just want to be able to fire up the settings, just load the settings for the test course race, so I can win that easily, and I don't have to remember what my settings were. Yeah, this bad boy's a monster, ain't it? Okay. You know what? Actually, I might just compete even if if I get another 094S. Alright, I'll just stop here and see how many seconds ahead I am. I'm not doing the race. I'll do it next time. 15 seconds, huh? Yeah. I think we've established that this is definitely the best car to use for the race. So, next time, we'll be doing the Formula GT Championship race, which is the final thing to do in the game. Off screen, I'll do Special Stage 11 in this tournament. And then after that, we are going to be done with this LP, or stream series, whatever you want to call it. So, on this note, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time for the final segment of Gran Turismo 3. Farewell.